Is Kunigami Rensuke a fraud? From being Team Z's top scorer, I think, all the way back in the first election, we knew that Kunigami was an exceptional player with crazy shot power and a great physique. So seeing him not getting picked and ultimately being eliminated from Blue Lock really made many pretty upset, or so we thought. But ever since his reappearance during the beginning of the Neo Egos League, we haven't seen anything too crazy from him just yet, especially during the match against the Ubers, leading people to believe that this is fraudulent type behavior, making him, well, a fraud. Hey guys, DarkheroJosh here, and today we're going to be figuring out if Kunigami truly is a fraud or not. So without further ado, let's get straight into this video. After the match between the Blue Lock 11 and the former Japan U20 team, with the Team Blue Lock managing to beat them 4-3, we are then introduced to Blue Lock's next phase, a phase that'll take Blue Lock to a world-class setting, the Neo Egos League. After seeing some of our favorite characters come back from their little break and pick which club they want to play for, we see Isagi pick Germany's Bastard Munich, being that the master striker of that team is none other than Noel Noah, his favorite football player and his idol. But with all that aside, there is one more player that our crazy Jinpachi Ego elected for that team, and that team only, with that one player being the beloved and missed Kunigami Rensuke, freshly out of the wild card. But there's something different about him. From his bigger physique to his cold-hearted attitude, from the jump it seemed like whatever happened to the wild card affected him on a crazy level. By the way, Kanshiro, this is the part where you tell us what happened to the wild card, man. Come on, it's been like 2 years already. Now, I know a lot of you think Kunigami is a fraud because of his performance in the NEL as of recently, but if you came up to me and asked me straight to my face if I thought Kunigami was a fraud or not, I'd say no, but hear me out for a bit. Even before the match even started, during the obstacle course, we saw that ever since the second selection, Kunigami's determination in becoming the world's best has grown extremely, with the skill to back it up, as his physical specs went up by so much to the point where out of everyone in Blue Lock, only Kunigami was able to keep up from the regulars from Bastard Munich, ultimately ranking in 3rd place amongst both the Bastard Munich and Blue Lock players, only behind Ness and Kaiser. In the match between Bastard and Barcha, only Kunigami became a regular in that match, which is actually a great accomplishment if you guys don't know, cause he's already versing world-class players, but on top of that, he's passed most of them, being one of the top players on that team in a whole. Shortly after the match began, we saw Eric pass the ball to Kunigami, thinking he'd pass it to Kaiser in order to score the first goal of the match, but instead, Kunigami decides to go for the more egoistic play and trap the ball with his chest to keep the ball from the defenders. What more is that as he breaks free from those two defenders that were on him, instead of shooting the ball with his dominant left leg, he shows off what he managed to gain from the wild card, with that being his ambidexterity, shooting a mid-range power shot with his right foot. Now, unfortunately, this shot got saved by Barcha's keeper, but the point is that Kunigami has evolved into practically a perfect striker without any weaknesses, drastically boosting his physical stats to be able to score from anywhere on the pitch on his own, as explained by the GOAT Isagi, of course. Kunigami was even able to keep up with Bachiro for a little bit, the same Bachiro that was dribbling through everyone on the field with ease. Although Kunigami did score the game-winning goal of that match, he didn't work too hard for it, being that Isagi gave him the pass, and he just so happened to be in a pretty good position in order to get the goal, so I'm not going to go too deep into that. Now, in the match between Manshine City and Bastard, Kunigami barely shows up, but one crucial moment where he's a part of is when he stole Isagi's goal, making it his assist. Now, I know from the panels given, the shot didn't seem like it was going in, but let's just focus on what Kunigami did. Even though this man was ball chasing mad hard, he still managed to reach to the most dangerous point of the net and steal the shot from Isagi, turning it into his own super goal of a volley. During this match, he was also marking and being marked by Agi, who is actually a pretty good player. But I'm not gonna lie, that match kinda did him dirty, like I low-key kinda want to see what he could have been capable of. But hopefully we'll see more of him in the World Cup arc. Now, for the sake of this video, I would go over Kunigami's performance in the match against Ubers, but honestly, he's just been literally non-existent in this entire game, to say the very least. But hey, if this is the author's way of building up that Kunigami hype for the match against PXG, then by all means, let this man cook, because it's low-key working. Overall, my boy Kunigami is not a fraud, especially with the stats that he has right now, with the ambidexterity on top of that. Yeah, I know. Sooner or later in the match against PXG, we're gonna see this guy hopefully go all out against the one who sent him to the wildcard in the first place, Shido Ryusei, and maybe even score himself a revenge goal against him. I don't know. That's just what we're all anticipating and hoping for. But honestly, that's all I've got for you guys today about our boy Kunigami. If you enjoyed this video, then please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and comment down below what other Blue Lock related things should I talk about next on the channel, and if I prove the Kunigami fraud allegations wrong. But with that, I hope you guys have a great day, and see ya.